Hey there, my name is Levi Crook. I'm a senior kinesiology student at LeTourneau University, and this is my oral report for biology. So today what I chose to go over is muscle, since we're talking about the nervous system, and specifically we'll be looking at muscle fiber recruitment inside the muscle. So I just want to start off with a basic understanding of how muscles work. So right here, in order for our body to move, we're looking at the skeletal system. A muscle is attached to a bone by a tendon, which is this white area. Unlike what some people think, ligaments do not attach muscles to bone. Those are tendons. Ligaments attach bones to bones or bones to cartilage. So when we break down the muscle itself, the muscle is surrounded by what is called the epimysium, which is just a layer surrounding the muscles themselves. If we want to break it down even further, the perimysium lies just underneath the epimysium, and it surrounds a muscle fascicle, which is basically a bundle of what you see here. All the little dots are muscle fibers themselves. And if we break it down even further, the individual muscle fibers inside that fascicle are surrounded by what is called the endomysium. And so the epimysium, perimysium, and endomysium all surround certain aspects of the muscle. Now, when we break down the individual muscle fibers, there's generally two types. There is oxidative fibers and glycolytic fibers. The names from both of these just stem from how those muscle fibers get their source of ATP. So for oxidative muscle fibers, they use aerobic respiration in order to generate ATP. And as we know, ATP is the form of energy that our body uses. And muscles rely solely on ATP in order to contract. So those are oxidative fibers. And generally speaking, for muscle fibers, they can be classified as either slow twitch or fast twitch. And because oxidative require aerobic respiration, generally speaking, slow twitch muscle fibers, which are slow to contract and don't generate as much force quickly, those generally require oxidative, or they are generally speaking oxidative fibers. Now, a second type, as I mentioned, is glycolytic fibers. And glycolytic fibers use what is called glycolysis to generate ATP for energy. Now, generally speaking, fast twitch fibers are going to fall under the glycolytic fibers. And the fast twitch fibers can actually be both oxidative and glycolytic, but glycolysis is one of the ways that our body generally uses to get ATP production. Now, muscles in general, when we look at the entire muscle, all of these muscle fibers are not going to be either fast twitch or slow twitch. There's a ratio of fast twitch and slow twitch fibers scattered around the muscle. Now, when you look at people like Usain Bolt, he's going to have a higher percentage of fast twitch fibers in his muscles compared to, say, a marathon runner like Wilson Kipsang, who will actually have more slow twitch fibers. So fast twitch fibers are probably what you would think of as like a sprinter. They're quick, fast, while slow twitch is going to be an endurance, and it's going to be better suited for endurance type of athletes, such as marathon runners. Now, finally, the real question is, how do muscle fibers contract? And that is where motor units, which we've been studying, come into play. And motor units are what signal muscle fibers to contract. Now, there's basically two ways that these motor fibers can cause a strong muscular contraction. And that can be either one, the number of fibers that they recruit, or two, the rate of stimulation. And both of those dictate how strong the muscle fiber contraction is. So that is my overview of muscles and how they work inside of our body. Thank you for watching.